They've lost the weight, but they still have the skin left. John Allaire. A man who shed an incredible 310 pounds after becoming morbidly obese has had 13 pounds of loose skin removed in a life-changing procedure. At one point, John Allaire was so morbidly obese that he wore 8XL shirts and had to be weighed on a commercial scale at a fish market, as standard scales would not hold his weight. But after joining a fitness program and dropping from 540 pounds to a lean 230 pounds, the 27-year-old was left with severe excess skin. John underwent skin removal surgery in March, which saw the bulk of the loose skin on his torso and arms removed. He will require further surgery in the future to remove the skin on his lower body. Callisto. Life at her highest weight, at 420 pounds, was horrible. She grew up on a farm in Redmond, Washington. When she was 14, a single mistake from her neighbor changed her whole life. A neighbor of hers dumped banned pesticides. She was hospitalized from exposure to these harmful chemicals, and then suffered through many years of sickness and constant fatigue. Not being able to have the activity that she normally did, my weight just doubled and kept going. With major dieting and major exercise, she dropped 100 pounds on her own. And then, with the help of the lap band surgery, she ended up losing 250 pounds. She decided doing modeling. She liked being in the spotlight, but she was hiding a painful secret. She still had 21 pounds of extra skin. It made her feel like she was living a lie, so she stopped modeling. Franklin Santana. Franklin Santana, a 29-year-old who lives in the Bronx, had gastric bypass surgery in October 2011, and before the surgery, he weighed 395 pounds. 2 years later, he was down to 170 pounds. To the public, he seemed like a trim, even skinny, guy. But underneath the clothes, he said his sagging skin reminded him of a deflated balloon. His loose skin was caused by losing a huge amount of weight, as in, 100 pounds or more, in a very short amount of time. Sarah Dowell. 31-year-old Sarah Dowell was left with 15 pounds of excess skin after losing an incredible 210 pounds. At her heaviest, weighing in at 350 pounds, Sarah was struggling with binge eating. Subsequently, after joining a gym and starting a keto diet, Sarah soon started shedding the extra pounds. However, quickly losing an incredible amount of weight meant Sarah was left with an abundance of loose skin. A few months ago, Sarah had surgery to address the loose skin on her stomach and chest and couldn't be happier about the result. Annette. Annette has been heavy ever since she was a child. At 9 years old, she weighed 245. By the time she graduated high school, she was over 500 pounds. She could not control her eating, and at the age of 26, weighing over 650 pounds, she knew that diet and exercise would not be enough to lose weight, and made the decision to get gastric stapling. The weight started coming off right away, but after all the work that she had done to maintain her weight loss, it is so disheartening to see her left with excess skin. Catherine Shank. Simply tying her shoelaces or walking up a flight of stairs used to leave Catherine struggling for breath. At her heaviest, from Oklahoma City, she weighed 420 pounds. Catherine's weight loss journey is far from over. She lost 260 pounds but had 20 pounds of excess skin left behind. Being treated for numerous medical issues, doctors repeatedly warned Catherine that she was putting her life at risk if she didn't lose weight. Only after multiple warnings and doctors' insistence that she needed to have a gastric bypass did Catherine decide she needed to lose 260 pounds entirely naturally. Some health complications have meant she has had to delay having the surgery while her body heals from invasive vein removal procedures. Angel. She was already 170 pounds at 16, and getting pregnant just added to that. Her highest weight, which was 350 pounds, led her into depression and bad eating habits. But my breaking point was my sister's wedding. Seeing pictures of myself in that dress was a real turning point for me. And she has lost 180 pounds so far, but after losing the first 100 pounds, she started realizing that the 10 pounds of excess skin might be an issue. The weight of the skin, especially on her stomach, is a huge issue because it pulls on the front of her so much and gives her chest pain. Henry Gonzalez. Henry Gonzalez, 31, from Georgia, weighed 565 pounds at his heaviest and was a self-confessed binge eater. However, with the help of his mom, Nellie, and best friend, Roberto, Henry has lost over 300 pounds. When Henry was at his heaviest, he would eat enormous portions of food throughout the day, which all contributed to his weight gain and unhealthy lifestyle. Henry says that his life changed the day he got on a plane and had to buy 2 plane tickets as he could not fit into one seat. He felt so embarrassed and low at that moment that he decided to change his life for good. Henry's journey isn't over, as he wants to continue his weight loss journey and eventually have his loose skin removed.